Hi guys, my name is Mikayla and I'm on the JHM team.
My name is Jono and I'm on the HSM team, and me and this hottie are engaged.
We met on the bus ride home from HSM summer camp when I was 15 and Jono was 17.
And we actually didn't start dating until after college, a couple years later. I was working at Round Table Pizza, home to Last Honest Pizza, and coming back from a delivery, saw Mikayla and just hit it off. And because we had such a strong friendship base for years, it was so easy for us to pick that up and start dating.
Before Jono, I didn't date much, and honestly, being single was a gift. Dating is supposed to set you up for marriage, and marriage wasn't on my radar when I was a student, and so not dating was okay.
When I was a student, I did date, and I didn't date well, and I made a lot of mistakes. And I had a mentor who challenged me to have boundaries with girls I dated. So that's something Mikayla and I decided early in our relationship, that we wanted physical boundaries and emotional boundaries. And that's something we had accountability partners for. Accountability partners were huge in our relationship to come alongside us and make sure we didn't cross certain boundaries. Mikayla and I made a decision that we knew God's intention and purpose for our relationship was to wait until marriage to have sex. So that's the decision we made early in our relationship. One emotional boundary we put in place early on was I didn't want to say the words "I love you" until I was certain I was going to marry and get down on a knee and propose to a girl. It's a decision I made way before I started dating Mikayla, and that wasn't popular. Lots of people in our culture and our friends were throwing those words around just because that's what you're supposed to do when you're dating somebody. Now, that's the reason I decided I just didn't want to throw those words around to protect Mikayla and protect girls I dated. Now, if you say the words "I love you" to someone you're dating, is that terrible or sin? No, not at all. But that's just something that was super important to us because we realized that words do matter.
And it's okay because if you don't say the words "I love you," you can show someone you love them through your actions. So by affirming and by communicating and by serving, I felt all the ways Jono loved me when he did those things for me.
Yeah, Mikayla and I decided early on to date well and to wait until marriage to have sex. So we just have a couple pieces of advice for any students that are thinking about dating. The first I would say is you want to look for somebody that already has a relationship with Jesus. I would avoid the mentality flirt to convert.
Yes.
That's something I did when I was a student. Really had the idea that I saw a pretty girl and I could invite her to church and bring her up to my level spiritually, and I realized quickly that was much easier for a girl to bring me down in my relationship.
Yeah. Choose somebody who wants to have boundaries and who's willing to talk about them. So usually we have boundary conversations at the beginning of a relationship, but that's something that's going to be an ongoing process as you date and as you're engaged and through every season of your life. Boundaries are a good thing, and they're meant to be a good thing.
Choosing to honor God with your body and waiting till marriage to have sex isn't easy. So I would say it's so important to get a circle of friends to walk alongside you in this journey. You don't want to have the mentality that it's just me, my girlfriend, or just me, my boyfriend. You need accountability partners, you need other Christians, you need mentors and life group leaders to check up on you who are committed to praying for you and challenging you and asking you those tough questions.
And overall, the last advice we want to give you is trust in God. If you trust Him and you know His ways are good, it'll be so much easier to obey, and knowing He has the best interest at heart for you makes it so much easier to be in a relationship and to date well and to set yourself up well for marriage.
And for Mikayla and I, we're excited that we made these decisions early on. Waiting until marriage for sex isn't easy. It's not popular. There's so many people around us and so many friends that are doing the opposite. But we know that this is going to set us up so well for the future and honoring God.